love that. I love that.
Look, it was long, but look, I had to play it here because this is the show where a lot of the damage has been done. I want to make sure that the audience gets it. I want to make sure that people understand that it was a genuine apology. It wasn't just for a live show where it wasn't planned. I actually planned to have that conversation. And I will say she gave me a lot more grace. And she was very, very, and she said, I'm a good person. That I'm not a mean-spirited girl and all this and that. And I had to humble myself and say to her, like, you really just disappointed me. That was me acting out of disappointment. But nonetheless, I'm glad that we were able to piece it up and have a good conversation. I know that we're going to be talking, so I look forward to that.
That's what's up.
It is so important to be able to take an L. You guys know I always talk about this. There's something about being able to course correct after you've made a mistake and not double down. And I think the thing about Megan that has always spoken to me is that she shows a lot more grace than she receives. And I'm happy that you guys had that moment where you could realize that her heart was in the right place and you were hurt. We do crazy things when we're hurt, but you can always course correct it. So I hope your fans, Jason, who always have your back, are also having your back watching how you course correct.
Well, a couple things. I don't look at it as an L and a loss. I look at it as an L as a lesson. I think the lesson
Hmm.
in it was just, I'm going to continue to be overly opinionated. I'm still going to keep the edge. And there are times where I got to be remembering who I am and what I say. And that although I want to put an extra punch or pack an extra punch in my delivery, it isn't always necessary every single time. The other thing is making sure to keep objectivity. So the lesson of it is that, while people appreciate the unfiltered Jason, they also want to know that I do have a heart under this exterior. The other thing I will say is that, it doesn't take anything to address your own evolution. I'm growing and evolving, and I'm not saying I will never revert back to what I've done in the past. It's just this evolution is an ongoing experience. It's not something where you just flip a switch and all of a sudden you're a different person. At least not for me. I will say that what I did learn in speaking to Megan was, sometimes when we don't have an open line to a person, numbers get changed, people stop working for certain people, you're not connected. The only method of communication is through this camera, and people see and hear whatever they see and hear. But ultimately, I think that we were both two adults who had a very adult conversation, even in the midst of sipping on some liquor. And I thought it was great. But it was funny watching Cardi watch us talk because I know she was just like, Lord, please don't let this turn out to be Jerry Springer right here on the stage in front of all these people twerking to the little Wind Me Down songs, okay?